Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today's the return of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We have Aline and Paintress. Both are from the channel Sandfall Interactive, requested by Arc Spitfire. Just gonna jump right into it. Pretty much have enjoyed every song that I've heard so far from this game, and that's pretty much it. Let's just get into it. It's quite unique. I see we have Alice again singing. I think I see someone else though, but it's an official music video for Aline. Let's do it.
Sors et fuis, je t'en prie, fuis ce tableau maudit, cette toile d'une fausse vie.
Composer's not playing the piano this time.
Portrait rêvé, imparfait, chaîne de ta liberté. Alors tranchons la trame, découle la sinistre esquisse. Sors et fuis, je t'en prie. Fuis ce tableau maudit, cette toile d'une fausse vie. Portrait rêvé, imparfait, chaîne de ta liberté.
Normally I would talk a bit between, but I want to hear both of them because this one's almost 9 minutes, and I have a feeling there's going to be some kind of correlation here to get the full scope of things. Let me just hear this one first before I talk. This is the Paintress, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Is that the Paintress? I see a palette. It sounds like the same chord progression as the last song. Ooh. A boss theme? Perhaps. Yeah, this has to be a boss theme. What was the last boss theme I heard? Was it Go Blue? I think it was. I see. There is a correlation. My video game brain is firing off. Which one plays first? I'm imagining a lot of scenarios right now. This is one of those types of feelings that sound like a reluctant fight. Oh. Oh, that's a motif off of the main theme. Just altered a little bit. The song is gradually getting intense as hell. Has a bit of a heartbeat rhythm too. Ooh. Sounds like we're getting out of control now. What a ride this has been so far. As I've said in every Expedition 33 song. I love it though. I love how it's unpredictable. Every time. I have no idea what's happening in the next 5 seconds. It sounds like a callback to the Aline. Is it Alicia that it's reminding me of? It's either Alicia or the main theme that's reminding me of. Sick. God, that's so good right there. I'm just imagining hearing this while playing a game, you know? I think the last time I felt this, anything similar, was when I heard Near. But this is different. It's a different type of emotion. She was in perfect harmony with the violin just there. Unison. Not harmony, unison.
Puis ce tableau maudit, cette toile d'une fausse vie. Portrait rêvé, imparfait, chaîne de ta liberté.
So before I say anything, before you type anything, just know that I do plan on playing this game at some point, so careful with spoilers. Please, if you want to comment something, just maybe tell me your, I don't know, whatever. Just be careful with spoilers. So, one thing I noticed in a lot of these songs, I think almost every one of these songs has at least one or two instances of a very just live performance, which is stuff that normally any producer would immediately remove from a song. They leave it in almost every song in Expedition 33. You can hear it right there at the very end, and you can hear it like a minute before that last vocal line, where you just hear like, you know, just human sounds of like shifting a chair around, microphone moving, someone getting up, the leather shift moving, a key being struck on accident. Getting at like stuff like that, which makes it sound as if though you're there and there's just a microphone hanging off the ceiling. And there's a specific reason that's done, which is just another layer which makes this soundtrack cool, and that's just immersion and giving you the feeling that it's very personal. You're right there. Whatever the story or something is conveying, it makes it sound like it's like almost touching you. It's a really, I don't know. It's an interesting choice, because otherwise the whole production of these songs is like top notch. So having something that elegant and formal and professional sounding with the kind of complete opposite side of the spectrum, which is like raw, unedited, and you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy combination. And it just shows you that the whole approach to this game, from what it seems like, is just, at the end of the day, just art. An artistic vision, artistic ear. And almost seems like they went out of their way to just either do what's not being done right now, or they just wanted to make what they wanted to make, regardless of people were going to like it or not. Passion, basically. And it's pretty cool. I like that. I really like that, because any musician here who's ever recorded anything will immediately catch those, because that's what's in our demos, that's what's in our scratch tracks, that's what's in our idea. Like right now, if I just, oh dude, I have a cool guitar riff, let me record it really quick on my phone or my interface, you're gonna hear all the like nonsense noise that goes with it. You know, every time, typically 95% of the time you hear a song anywhere, it's perfectly edited. You know, it's like constructed, the feedback is cut out, etc., etc. Anyways. Now, what I think is happening here, and these are just guesses. The reason I throw so many guesses out is because, one, I have to talk about something, and two, especially on a game that I've already decided to play, I like to make just kind of shots in the dark. So later I can come back to it, you know, after I played it, and then, you know, return to this video someday and be like, oh, that was super wrong, or hey, that was pretty close. And it's always a mixture of both, you know. So, like, for example, I mentioned Nier earlier, and there's like a pretty famous one of my little, you know, Jesse moments there, where it was, it's actually my favorite song from Nier. It was Dark Colossus. And I said something silly like, man, it sounds like aviation or jet fighters or something. Like, you don't fight jets in this game or something, do you? And then you do in the game. So it's things like that, you know. So what I think is, so basically what I'm saying is I'm going to try to, what I get from these songs is I've seen tiny bits and pieces of this game from streamer friends, although I do my best to like absolutely ignore it. You know what I do, if you've never been on Twitch before, there's a thing called just lurking, which means having the stream up, kind of supporting them for viewership, and sometimes it's chatting or whatever. You're not really involved and not really like watching the whole thing. So I lurk a lot in a bunch of streamer friends, and for the past month, a lot of people were streaming Expedition 33. And you know, sometimes I can't help but just like look over and be like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It looks like you're walking through a painting a lot of the time, which is fitting here. But one thing I've noticed slightly is I've seen a couple boss fights. I try not to look at the names. I try not to like, you know, get really... As soon as I pretty much see it, I like look away kind of thing. You know, like looking at the sun. But I've noticed something that they're all like really bizarre. Like something out of your imagination. The way they look, the way their proportions. It's like a very distorted reality type of thing. Like this looks like a kind of like a figment of your imagination or some kind of demon. So I don't know the story of Expedition 33. I don't want to know. But what I'm going to guess is that based on these two songs, that these bosses or entities or whatever the hell you meet are just either memories or some kind of like distorted, outstanding thought of someone already. The first song was called Aline. And I noticed there's a couple names here, right? There's Alicia, there's Aline. They both have songs. And then that song's DNA was all over the Paintress. So, you know, that kind of thing. What's this game I'm thinking of? There's a game, I don't know if this is a good comparison at all, but it's just the one that came to mind. There's this game, which I recommend. It's called Bound. It's a really short game. It's like maybe 4 hours. Kind of similar to like Journey and stuff. Silent protagonist, you're a ballerina, you don't say anything, but you're kind of going through your memories, essentially. Without spoiling it, at the end of each stage, you kind of get another piece of the puzzle to the story that you're unraveling through dancing. And I think that's what was in my mind as I'm kind of hearing these. Like maybe these are just like unfinished. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm excited to eventually try it, but now the thing is avoiding spoilers for like a year whenever I play it. So either way, I decided to just throw that guess out there because I'm going to come back to it eventually. But I kind of already had that idea, but when I saw that these two songs have motifs from each other, it's like, okay, maybe there's something, you know, deeper than I thought. The only thing that confuses me is the whole number system of the expeditions. And the whole name of the game's confusing, to be honest, but... Okay, so, beautiful songs. I think we know that already, which is kind of a boring answer, but it is really impressive stuff that's going on. I'll say this one more time, and I think it's just the biggest shine in E33 music, which is everything is serving the song. Even those little knickknacks of recording noises, everything is there for, like, you know, painting the song. And I really like the pizzicato of the violin strings of the first song. Really cool. It's a great soundtrack. I don't know what else to say. If I had to guess, that was a boss theme. Although, I forgot to mention, it's a 9-minute theme. And it was changing constantly. So this feels just based off of length that it might be towards the end. That's a long fight. Anyways. Woo! Expedition 33. It's been a fun ride so far. It's been a month of hearing this music. Let me know what you think of these. Thank you to the requesters, and I will play this game eventually, probably within the next year. I know it's far away, but I'm busy. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.